Yəni bütün bu tədbirlər onu göstərir ki, güclü iradə olan yerdə.
That's to say, all these events show that intercultural dialogue is more interesting in a place where there is strong will. And these meetings bring all peoples closer together and unite us even more. This is our intention.
Və bizi daha da birləşdirir. Bizim niyyətimiz bundan ibarətdir. Artıq Bakı prosesi inkişaf edir və əminəm ki, bu forumda
the Baku process is already developing, and I am sure that the discussions, exchanges of views, and reports to be held during this forum will contribute to our common cause. After all, we all want interreligious and intercultural relations in the world to be built on a sound basis, the trend of cooperation to intensify, negative phenomena to be thwarted, and the dialogue among civilizations to be dominated by positive trends. İlham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan.
Müsbət meyllər üstünlük təşkil etsin.
Baku process, the power of intercultural dialogue in a diverse world. Azerbaijan is one of the unique places where different cultures and civilizations meet at the crossroad between the East and the West, the North and the South. At the same time, being a member of both Islamic and European organizations, Azerbaijan absorbs the values of both civilizations, thus enabling it to assume a role of genuine bridge. The peculiarities of the historical development of Azerbaijan, its geographical position, and the national composition of the population created favorable conditions for the spread of different religions and cultures in the country. Islam, Judaism, Christianity, and other religious and beliefs managed to spread over the country in different periods of time, interacted with one another, and established the specific religious and cultural life in the country. As a country situated in the crossroads of different cultures and civilizations, Azerbaijan has initiated Baku process for the promotion of intercultural dialogue in 2008. The Baku process comprises an open and respectful exchange of views between individuals and groups with different ethnic, cultural, religious, and linguistic backgrounds, and heritage living on different continents on the basis of mutual understanding and respect. Conference of Ministers responsible for culture was held in Baku on December 2 through 3, 2008, on the theme of intercultural dialogue as a basis for peace and sustainable development in Europe and its neighboring regions. The conference is organized in partnership with the Council of Europe. This event was the first of its kind, brought together the ministers of culture of the Council of Europe and the ministers of culture of a number of Muslim countries, which makes this conference another major step in the development of dialogue and mutual understanding in the globalized world. As a continuation of the Baku process for intercultural dialogue launched in December 2008, government of Azerbaijan invited more than 10 states from Europe to participate at the 6th Conference of Ministers of Culture of Islamic Countries held in Baku on 13th through the 15th October 2009. According to the initiative of the government of Azerbaijan, a ministerial roundtable on fostering dialogue and cultural diversity, Baku Process, New Challenge for Dialogue Between Civilizations, was organized among the member states of ISESCO and invited states from Europe in the first day of this conference, 13th October 2009. On the same occasion, the rest of speakers in this roundtable stressed the vital need to continue holding such meetings between the Islamic community and the European community, to involve governments, peoples, states, and cultures in this dialogue, to make the youth as the main target group of cooperation projects of the two blocs, and to focus the international efforts in this regard. Azerbaijan hosted the first World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue on 7th through 9th April 2011 in Baku, under patronage of His Excellency, Mr. İlham Aliyev, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. The initiative was declared by the President, Mr. İlham Aliyev, at the 65th session of the United Nations General Assembly, 23 September 2010, New York. The forum, supported by prestigious international organizations as UNESCO, UN Alliance of Civilizations, World Tourism Organization, Council of Europe, North-South Center of the Council of Europe, ICESCO, and held in this format for the first time ever, was to advance the initiatives realized by Azerbaijan in the sphere of intercultural dialogue, from regional context into the global level, and to establish a fully functioning international forum in the country. Building on previous events held in the Azerbaijani capital on this theme and on the corpus of work developed by the stakeholder organizations in recent years, the forum marks a recognition that intercultural dialogue is one of the most pressing challenges of our world, and indeed, one that increasingly manifests itself on a global scale. 500 representatives from 102 countries from all continents of the world participated at the forum. The forum examined the barriers to dialogue and tackled as concretely as possible the issue of how dialogue can best be pursued in diverse contexts under the motto, "United through common values, enriched by cultural diversity." Plenary sessions and workshops on the topics of the role of culture and cultural diversity, education, faith and religious, journalism and social media, science, women, youth, heritage and cities were held in the framework of the forum. 5A, Intercultural Cooperation Platform, has been established at the forum, bearing in mind the Azerbaijani language acronym of the first letters of the 5 continents: Avropa, Asia, America, Africa, Australia. The new platform was symbolically named the 5As. After the First World Forum government of Azerbaijan has decided to organize World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue once in 2 years, according to the decree signed by Mr. Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, in May 2011. From May 29th to June 1st in 2013, Government of Azerbaijan, in cooperation with UNESCO, UN Alliance of Civilizations, UN World Tourism Organization, Council of Europe, ICESCO, North-South Center of the Council of Europe Organization, Second World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue in Baku. 600 representatives from 115 countries from all continents, head of governments, former presidents, ministers, mayors, representative of many international organizations, NGOs, media representatives, scholars, experts, and etc. participated in the forum. The Second World Forum has used its convening power to create space for effective and meaningful dialogue on cultural diversity and intercultural cooperation.
Well, as a High Representative of the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations here in Baku, we organize the Baku Intercultural Forum between the government of Azerbaijan and the Alliance of Civilizations of the United Nations. This is a very important forum because the issue, it's all about intercultural dialogue among interfaith and religions.
The forum brought together significant local, national, and global stakeholders. It combined plenary discussions on the overarching theme of the forum, living together peacefully in a diverse world, with sector-specific workshops promoting agendas of the partner organizations. Side events at the forum included the first summit of the alumni network of the UNAOC Fellowship, the UNAOC Do One Thing for Diversity and Inclusion campaign, UNESCO Writing Peace exhibition.
I consider this conference, the Second World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue, very actual. Its topic concerns UNESCO not only nowadays. For us, the core challenges of today are cultural diversity, how to combine cultural diversity with tolerance, and how to get maximum positive out of the intercultural dialogue. We see how many conflicts emerge due to misunderstanding and on the base of hostility among people. Therefore, intercultural and interreligious dialogue are extremely important challenges of today. I sincerely believe this conference will contribute to achieve them.
Это исключительно важная цель сегодня, и я надеюсь, что эта конференция поможет.
For the first time, the Conference of Ministers responsible for both fields, culture and tourism, was held in the framework of the Second World Forum. Ballet of Gobestan Shadows has been developed on the occasion of the Second World Forum as a special open-air show on the backdrop of the Gobestan rock art cultural landscape, where it was inscribed in the UNESCO list of World Cultural Heritage in 2007. There are also several other international events that have been organized in Azerbaijan in line with Baku process, such as World Religious Leaders Summit in 2010, Annual Baku International Humanitarian Forum, etc. Recently, Baku International Multiculturalism Center was established according to the decree of the President of the Republic of Baijan. Placing intercultural dialogue and cultural diversity higher on the international agenda is critical for human security and a prime responsibility of our time. Successful intercultural dialogue is essential to help world community navigate the unprecedented challenges of the 21st century world. Therefore, Government of Azerbaijan has decided to host Third World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue on 18th through 19th of May 2015 in Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, in partnership with UNESCO, UN Alliance of Civilizations, UN World Tourism Organization, Council of Europe, ISESCO, North-South Center of the Council of Europe. Third World Forum will focus on cultural and sustainable development in the post-2015 development agenda, projects and programs dedicated to the 21st of May, World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development, declared by the UN General Assembly. The role of faith, religious, migration, sport, education, art, business, in building trust and cooperation among cultures and etc. Welcome to the Third World Forum on Intercultural Dialogue, to be held on 18th through 19th May 2015 in Baku, city of traditional intercultural harmony and coexistence.